What is going on, guys? It's MisaZ here, coming at you with a video for today. I'm uploading some Black Ops 3 gameplay, infected, using the Kuda. But I wanted to upload this video to tell you guys a story about me getting my very first permit. I got my permit yesterday, and I feel like I had a very interesting story behind it that I want to share with you guys. So, if you don't know what a permit is, it's a driver's permit. You get it before you get your license, and now what this means is I'll be able to take classes and use this permit so I can practice driving, so when I get my license I know what I'm doing and I'm not just driving around the road hitting people. So what happens is you have to go to the DMV. If you guys don't know what that is, it's the Department of Motorized Vehicles. And so my mom came to pick me up, right, because we're driving to the DMV, and we needed a birth certificate, right, the original birth certificate. Now what happened was my mom actually got my brother's birth certificate instead of mine. So I don't have my original birth certificate, and we're running around the house trying to find it, and we just can't find it, right? So now I'm really pumped to get my learner's permit, but that's a problem because you need your birth certificate for identification in order to get that permit. Now so we ended up calling like my dad and everyone I knew just to see if they knew what my birth certificate was, because we were losing my original birth certificate. And we did end up finding it. It was like at the bottom of our safe that we keep our stuff in, and I was very happy for that because I was really pumped to get my permit. Now once we actually get to the DMV, Department of Motorized Vehicles, I walk up, right? Now I'm scared, right? This is my first time doing anything like this. I've never been to a DMV, never like really seen one, and even worse, I've never really been like talked to by the people at DMV, so I'm like super nervous. I don't know what they think of me, so I walk in and it's like pretty much empty because it's Tuesday, school day. It's like 4 o'clock right after school, right? And what happens is I walk in and a guy like greets me. He says, "Oh, okay, come here." So I went over and he put me in a queue to get up to the cash register or whatever. That way I could pay for my permit and get my test, which you need to take a test in order to get your permit. And so I talked to that guy, right, and he signs me up. Now we were thinking there'd be like an hour wait. Ends up there was not at all an hour wait. What happened was they told me to go sit down. I couldn't even sit down before they called me. It was like empty there. So I felt like everyone's eyes were on me, like, is he gonna pass, all that stuff. So I went over to the lady who was supposed to give me my test. Now I pretty much know all the stuff on the test. I've been taking driver's classes for a little while, right? So I pretty much knew what I was doing. I was just nervous that I would forget something, or you guys know how it is, taking tests and all that. Don't know how you're gonna do, kind of nervous. So what happened was I went up to the lady. She was the one who was supposed to give me the test. I got a eye vision test, 20/20 vision, no problem there. Check my peripherals and all that just to make sure I wouldn't, be crashing into people on the road with not being able to see anyone. And they gave me my test, right? I went to go sit down, and I was so nervous. And basically what ended up happening was I got my test, sat down, and aced it. It was pretty much basic stuff. I had no problem doing it. And so I took my test, and I felt pretty strong about this, right? And I went up to the person who's supposed to be grading your test. Now, imagine the most grouchy person that you've ever met. Imagine that times 10. That's basically the people, or some of the people I should say, at the DMV, especially the people who had to grade the tests. They are not happy with their job, and you can tell. But he got my test, started grading it. I tried to make conversation with him, but he just was not into it, I guess. And so he graded my test, and he said, "Congratulations, you got your permit." And I was just like, I was so happy. The relief just came over me, and I was like, set. I'm ready to drive now. So he said, just go down the line a little bit, and you'll see the person you have to sign for your papers or whatever. It's basically like an assembly line. And they set me down a little way longer. and I met another person. She was much happier, lucky for me. And she ended up saying, here, sign these 2 papers, and you're out of here. You got your permit, congratulations. And, yeah, basically the story of how I got my permit. And, I really hope you guys enjoyed. Have a nice day. Smash that like button, subscribe, share this video with your friends, all that good stuff. Peace out, everybody.